you so much for waiting up. We wanted to introduce our own Hyderabadi, our own fellow Hyderabadi, who's made us all proud across the globe. Satya Nadella, the man himself. So I'll not take much of his time or yours. Welcome, Satya, and make yourself comfortable. Well, you have a gathering full of entrepreneurs. You have a gathering full of players who are interested in startups and technology. We'd like you to speak to them for a few minutes and then probably take a few questions. Ajit, if you can come to the... please, aage aa jao. Ajit Rangnekar is the Dean of ISB. ISB, IIIT Hyderabad, and NALSA are the partners in T-Hub. So, all to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be in Hyderabad. It's definitely a very different place than the place that I grew up in. There was no T-Hub when I grew up. The only T-Hub was, I guess the closest was Tangband. But you know, it's to me, as I've traveled the globe, the thing that has given me the most energy is the time I've spent with the entrepreneurs all over the world. And for me, it's just such a deep pleasure to have that chance today in the place that I grew up in. And to know that that entrepreneurial spirit is very much in Hyderabad with high ambition. And as I was talking to the minister and all of the folks involved with T-Hub, what struck me is what you're creating here is obviously something that is celebrated locally. But what I perhaps also gather is that each one of you have very global aspirations and ambitions, and it's fantastic to see that. And to me at Microsoft, I always go back in everything that we do to our mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. To me, that's the source of inspiration for every product we build, every customer interaction we have, every interaction we have with entrepreneurs. And to be able to sort of come here and see what we can do to contribute to your success is what I definitely am looking forward to learning more and making sure that we do the best we can to help you succeed. In that context, I just wanted to share with you a couple of things which I thought might be pertinent, because quite honestly, you are the risk takers. You are the ones who have no safety net. And that's what makes you who you are and what's going to make you successful. But there are 3 points I at least thought would be useful as you think about it, as you think about building your own organization. Clearly, there was a concept that you fell in love with that got you to create this startup. Now, the reality is that concept itself will morph as you learn more about your customers, as you learn more about your competition, as you learn more about your environment, that concept itself will evolve. But the thing that from day one that you will have to keep in mind is the capability that you need to build to chase after that concept, have that persistence. And that capability building is perhaps even for a CEO of a 100,000 person company, is as important as the concept itself. Because sometimes I think for a large company like us or for a startup, we fall overly in love with just the concept. But in order to truly go after the concept, you need capability. And you'll have to sort of think about the bandwidth that you apply every day to building that capability. That means human capital in our case. I mean, your recruitment, the amount of time you spend recruiting your co-founder to the other employees is perhaps the most important capability in initial days. But it goes a lot beyond that. And the thing that I would also stress is culture. If there is one thing I have learned, even in my couple of years as being CEO, is what the heck is the CEO's job? It's not just about business strategy. It's not about, even capability building. It is about curating of culture or curation of culture on a constant basis. And all of you have CEO jobs as entrepreneurs. And so therefore, culture to me is perhaps the place And it starts with your own personal values. You can't fake it, especially in a small company. You'll have to live it. And the more you live it, is the more sustainable and more approachable your success becomes. And so to me, those are the three things at least I thought I'll share with you, which is it starts with concepts, but you need capability, but it finishes really with culture. And to me, those are the three things that I myself find as the framework that I go back to when we think about what we need to do. And as far as what we would love to do as Microsoft is be part in your success. And that means mentoring. We have world-class people with different capabilities who are happy to lean in. We have an accelerator. One of the things that I've always felt very good about our approach to accelerators is that we're not in the equity game. It's your equity. It's your future. Our goal is to really support you with the tools, the skills. And so therefore, our accelerator has done now, I think, 4 or 5 batches of entrepreneurs who've gone on to be very, very successful. And we would love to be able to work with you. We had a good discussion about what we can do to encourage that same kind of partnership at T-Hub. The second thing that, of course, we're investing a lot in our public cloud, making it available in India. Bringing world-class technology, especially around data and machine learning. I was just telling the dean of the IIT about some of the research that's happening here that has been I was reading the paper from your computer vision folks where they were analyzing, I guess, auto-generating cricket commentary and even figuring out Rahul Dravid's technique by doing computer vision. And yeah, that's right. Essentially they've figured out that his straight drives improved over the period of his career. So that kind of technology, which I think is going to be pervasive. It's going to be true if you're in agriculture or healthcare or energy or retail. There's not going to be an industry that's not going to be shaped by statistical machine learning. And so when we think about our public cloud, the key attribute of our public cloud is the data infrastructure, the machine learning infrastructure, and the artificial intelligence infrastructure, which is now available to you to be able to dream up these new concepts and to be able to go to market. Now, the other aspect of it is, as you build local solutions, as you build solutions that are relevant in this market, but the globe is really your market. So we can be great go-to-market partners for you. In terms of our public cloud is available not only in India locally, but it's available in Germany locally. That means under German law. It's available in China under Chinese law, because one of the great challenges of having cloud infrastructure operate all over the world is that it's got to respect the digital sovereignty, the legitimate digital sovereignty of the various countries. And you as entrepreneurs can actually ride on the backs of Microsoft's investment of really laying out essentially that digital plant for you all over the world so that the entire world's market is available as you think about expanding. So I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. But most of all, I am here to be mostly inspired by your dreams, your ambitions, and what I think you're going to do going forward in terms of changing the world because of what you do here at T-Hub and beyond. Thank you so very, very much.